What's going on, fam? How is everybody? I hope all is well on this wonderful Sunday. Guys, I know it. Where you been? Well, I have been campaigning for judge, taking care of some city business. We've had a lot of stuff going on and happening in the city. And so, guys, just been busy. But I wanted to give you guys this video. We've had a few things that's happening that I think is worth talking about. And but I know if I go live, I'll be on there a lot longer than I need to right now. So I thought I would do a video and you guys can just chime in the comments and we can discuss, okay? Thank you guys for hanging around for me. I know I've been trying your patience. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the love and the support, continued support. Thanks for all the new subscribers that have come on since we have been back doing lives and talking about the talk. So I wanted to do this video. Guys, about the Monique and DL Hughley situation. And y'all know I said 100 times, I don't run out there to jump to be first, because I want to know what the back and forth is going to be, so that I try to have all of the information, or at least enough of it where I can give you guys an intelligent opinion. And here it is. Here it is. Welcome. As y'all come in, hit that like button for me. Share this video. Let's get it out there. Here's my opinion. Monique was dead wrong. Now, wrong for what is the question. Monique was wrong not for how she was feeling or what she felt as it related to DL Hughley. After Monique put the word out about Netflix, and after Monique had her discombobulated relationship with Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, and Lee Daniels, DL was out giving his opinion about the situation and giving his opinion about Monique, and said some things that rubbed Monique the wrong way. Monique also was on his show, and a question was asked about her husband that she felt was very disrespectful. Excuse me. And because of those things, she had a chip on her shoulder about DL. That's her feelings. She got a right to it. And if DL stepped to her wrong, approached her wrong, disrespected her husband, she got a right to be pissed with DL Hughley. But the way you respond to someone who has hurt you or disrespected you matters. It matters. And I'm gonna share something with you guys, being transparent with you guys about a situation that I myself was involved in. And although my feelings was justified, I was disrespected. Not only me, but some other African American women were disrespected by an African American man, and it irritated the living hell out of me. Yes, it did. And I chose to show him that you got to be real careful about your disregard for black women and your feeling of superiority, and that you don't need us. We need you. And I responded in a way that, although it was a reasonable response to the situation, it still was wrong because my motives weren't right. I was trying to get him back. I was trying to get him back. I'm going to pay you back. I'm going to get you back. And that's the wrong motive to have. Now, does it happen? Yes. Do people do it? Yes. But you got to be real careful with that negative energy that you send out into the world. Revenge. Revenge is not the spirit within which we want to move in. And then at the same time claim how loving we are. And my babies, you must understand. My babies. See, you can't move in negative energy with a negative spirit and at the same time try to couch it in love. Because that wasn't nothing about what Monique said had nothing to do with no love. All of that was, I'm going to get your low down, no good, sorry, back. And I'm going to get you back on your own platform. Doing your own thing. I'm coming into your arena and I'm going to tag that. That's what Monique did. And I agree with Lovely T. In fact, you really don't have a choice to some degree to agree with Lovely T because Monique herself said it. These words came out of her mouth. That this wasn't about no contract dispute, because you ain't had no contract dispute with DL Hughley, because DL Hughley was not the one who was hiring you. The promoting company was. And I'm not sure if the promoting company, everybody's saying the promoter was the problem. He's playing both. And he may have been, but I just don't see it that way. I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way. I think Monique came there with an intent to create chaos, to try and get on last, so that when she roasted DL's, there would be no ability to come back. Because DL would have already gone on and he would have been done. So she could have got on there and said all that stuff she said and he not come out. There would be nobody else to come out behind her to respond to what she had said. So she gets to drop the mic, walk off the stage, and I got your ninja. That's what she was trying to do. And that didn't work. So since that didn't work, the promoter would not budge. She went on out there. And I think DL hit a very good point. If Monique truly felt like the promoter had messed her around and she had a legal binding contract that said she was the headliner for that show and that event, and it meant that much to her, she didn't have to go on at all. You turn around and you sue the promoter, you get your money and you keep it stepping. And you can still let the audience know why you didn't come out. But it did not require you to talk about DL the way you talked about DL, because DL had to do with your contract with the promoter. Not a doggone thing. And I also understand that everybody keeps saying, who's in the business, keeps saying that this memorandum of agreement or this whatever it was not a legal contract. It's like a summary, or in essence what is going to be placed in the contract. But this is what I know about contract law. If you sign it and you agree to it, it's a contract. Did you hear what I said? If the two parties agree to it and there is a signature, or one individual, they have verbally agreed to it, and one individual in his or her understanding that this is a binding contract, take some overt steps to carry out the performance of that contract to their detriment, it is a contract. Period. So if Monique's contract was valid, fine. Dude, I ain't performing. Period. Where's my money? And I'm out. If the issue was the contract, but the issue was not the contract, the issue was DL Hughley. And I got a problem with DL Hughley, and I'm finna tell not only him about it, I'm finna tell all these folks that's at this concert about it. Then you come back, there's some back and forth, and then Monique comes back with the statement about his daughter. Where DL went on a radio interview show, TV, I don't know, I think it was radio, but it was video. You know how they video the radio shows. And told about how his daughter came to him and told him about a friend of his who had inappropriately touched her, and DL did not acknowledge it, he did not believe her, and he did not address the issue with his friend, and how embarrassed and how sorry and how traumatic he knows that of an event that created for his daughter, to know that I came to my daddy for help because some man put his hands on me that had no business doing it, and my daddy said and did nothing. That is trauma at its best. He acknowledged it, he explained it, he apologized for it, and he recognized that although he was sorry that he did not move in his manhood like he should have, as being a protector of his child as he should have, he acknowledged that although he's at this place where he realized how wrong he was, it doesn't change the fact that he caused trauma to his child, and it's an opportunity he'll never get back. And Monique decided to weaponize it, to try to use it to hurt DL. Not considering the fact of how bringing this back up and in the way she brought it back up was going to make his daughter feel. Oh, darling, honey. Oh, babies. Oh, babies. My babies. My babies. It's done with love. No, it's not. No, it's done with vitriol. It's done with anger. It's done with hurt. It's done with malice. It's done with, I'm going to get you back. And if Monique does not understand that that's what she's doing, stop it and change her course of action, it's going to hurt her tremendously, as it already is right now. Now, I don't believe 50 Cent is the type of dude that would come back and say, oh, no, B, you done messed up again and you ain't on my tour no more. We ain't gonna do nothing. We ain't got nothing going on. It ain't happening. I don't believe that 50 Cent moves like that he will move like that. I don't believe that. But I do believe that ultimately the deal with 50 Cent may be the last good deal she gets if she doesn't get her stuff together. You cannot blame everybody. That contract thing is a smokescreen to try to justify the low down dirty attempt the scheme she had that I was gonna get DL. Now, this is my opinion based on the statements that I've heard Monique make on the live interview that her and Daddy did together, and other posts and statements she's made. So it is my opinion that based on what I've heard, I believe, and I just said, I believe Lovely T. I believe her assessment that that's exactly what Monique went there to do. She was going there to get DL regardless. Regardless. Because my question was, well, if it was a contract dispute That was your issue. That was your problem. Monique, what was your set? If somebody was able to get the video of her whole spiel, could y'all send it to me, please? Because I want to know what the set was. What was your original set? If you did not go there with an intent to do what you did, to down DL, to attack his sexuality, to attack his manhood, to attack him, his name, who he is, what he is about, if that was not your intent, can you tell me what your jokes were originally going to be? Did she tell a joke about anything? Or was it all about DL? You done talked about the man dog. I don't know why that dog was so important for DL to address, but that dog meant something. Whatever she said, that she said about, I don't know what she said about the dog, man. He didn't. I didn't hear it, but she said something about this dog, the service dog. And her DL, and he had to explain it. He had to address it. If y'all are wondering why I'm looking at this camera so frequently, don't worry. I'm doing that because there's nobody on the road outside of me. And when there is a car coming, that's when I look up and I focus on the road so that I am not putting myself in a situation to have an accident. Okay? I'm being responsible. As best you can be shooting a video, YouTube video while you're driving. Oh. But where I live, y'all, is flat land. It's flat land. Most of the highways are two lane. And it's Sunday, so everybody's at church, leaving church. But when they leave church, most people go out and eat lunch before they head home. Not every Sunday, not all the time. But it's Pentecost Sunday, so most people gonna go out and eat. It's amazing because a lot of the eateries that we had for Sunday after church has closed, and so trying to find somewhere to go sometime can be interesting in and of itself. So yeah, guys, that's my opinion about the Monique and DL Hughley position. I think that when DL okayed the promoter to invite Monique on this tour, in some way, I believe that was DL's way of saying, hey, I'm sorry. Maybe I was too tough, too rough, or it was his way of saying, let's put the past behind us and let's move forward, my sister, and I'm willing to put my mouth where my money is and allow you to come on and let's make this money together. Because a lot of people, not just men, a lot of people, I know for me, in my younger days, that's how I apologized. It was hard for me. Oh Lord, it was hard for me to say I was sorry. It was. Didn't cost me nothing. I'm wiser now. Didn't cost me nothing, but it was hard to do. It's hard to do. So instead of saying I'm sorry, I would do something. You know, buy you something, or hey, I'll take care of your lunch today, something like that. You know, that was my way. But you grow up and you mature and you evolve and you learn that saying that you are sorry is more important than buying a gift or taking somebody out to lunch or dinner or something. Nobody wants things. I mean, they do. People want things. But things are not held to a higher regard than the sincere appreciation that you cause me pain. Can I get a witness? Hallelujah. Did y'all hear what I say? An acknowledgement that you hurt me means more than you going out buying me a necklace or a bracelet or taking me out to dinner or whatever the case may be. Acknowledge that you hurt me. Because if you can acknowledge that you hurt me and enough to the point where you realize you don't want to hurt me again, so you acknowledge it, you apologize for it, then there is a settlement in my spirit that I don't have to worry about you hurting me like that again. That's the hope. But if you won't acknowledge it, if you won't apologize for it, you don't see that you did nothing wrong, what's to keep you from hurting me again? And so in those situations, a lot of times, relationships end. Relationships end. And since DL and Monique have not had a conversation about this, this is what's interesting though. Listen to this. Acknowledge and apologize, right? Acknowledge, apologize, try to make it better. Acknowledge, apologize, try to make it better. Well, in order to do those things, you have to at least have a conversation with the person who has been hurt. And what is a hindrance a lot of times for our relationships to heal and mend and begin again is that the person who has been hurt refuses to have a conversation with the person who hurt him. All right, Brandon, get that out. Take that out first. And then come back. You drink your lemonade? Okay. It's okay. No problem. That's fine. But I need you to come back and get your trashy cup out. Okay? I'm parked, guys. We made it home. I'm parked. Listen to me, y'all. Listen. I heard Lovely T say this. I've heard some other YouTubers say this, and it is absolutely facts, okay? It is the truth, okay? Sometimes you are upset because someone who meant something to you said something or did something to hurt you, okay? And that's the only way they can hurt you. If the person don't mean nothing to you, then what they say and what they do can't hurt you. You won't allow it to because they don't hold no space in your energy for them, right? You don't like them, you don't hate them, you just don't have nothing for them, so it don't matter what they say, what they do, it don't bother you, okay? But when someone that you hold dear in whatever classification or position in your life you hold them, they say or do something to hurt you. If you don't tell them that they have hurt you, there is a great probability they don't even know that they have hurt you. And you walking around with a chip on your shoulder. You got your blood pressure going sky high. You about to have a heart attack and a stroke. Bless God. You can't sleep at night. Your hair thinning out. You got all of these physical reflections that are showing up in your body because of the stress and the hurt and the upset that you have from what you feel like somebody else has said or done to you. And yet, because you haven't informed them that they've hurt you, they don't even know. So while you run around here not being able to sleep, mad, upset, got a chip on your shoulder, they are living their life like it's 1999. Do you hear me? Because they don't know they've done you wrong. And people cannot make right something they don't know is wrong. So you can't be hurt and then not be willing to let the person know that they have hurt you. Then you sit back in your arrogance and you say, well, they ought to know. They ain't crazy. They ain't slow. They know what they said. They know what they did. But they don't know that it hurt you. Yes, I said it. But since I didn't say it, trying to hurt you, I had no idea that you received it with hurt. But if you let me know that I hurt you, that gives me an opportunity to acknowledge it, to apologize, and try to make it right. And guys, I've been in that situation a plethora of times. I've had people have chips on their shoulders with me about things I ain't even know went down. You remember when we were talking and you said this, yeah. Well, that upset me. Okay, why? What was upsetting about it? Well, whatever the case may be. Well, listen, man, I did not know that saying that brought you upset. I apologize because that was not my intent. And I'll try my best to be a little bit more watchful of the things I say when I'm communicating with you, and try to make sure that what I intend to communicate, I'm actually communicating. So please forgive me, because I didn't intend to do that. Y'all see how simple that can be? Now, I do admit, and I know that everybody ain't Attorney T. Everybody ain't Mad T. I get it. Everybody don't have the disposition. Everybody don't have my life experience that has brought me to a place of understanding understanding that, listen, it's better to do right than be right. It's better to do right than be right. Okay? A lot of us get stuck on ego and attitude and arrogance about ourselves. You understand? I don't care. Don't cost me nothing to say I'm sorry. Now, there are some people who you can say that to, and they will accept it. The relationship is mended, is blended, and we moving on. There are other people that you can say that to, and it doesn't matter what you say. It don't matter what you do. They gonna keep that chip on their shoulder about you. And in that situation, all you do, say your piece and keep it pushing. If they don't have the spirit of forgiveness and wanna allow things to be better, let them lay in that. You keep moving forward. You keep moving forward. Because a lot of times, people will try to hold you hostage and hold you captive in a place where I ain't going to forgive her. I ain't going to forgive her. And you sitting around here all upset and stressed out because you've said everything you know to say. You've done everything you know to do to try to make things right with this person, and nothing seems to work. Well, let me tell you, that's them. That ain't you. That's them. That ain't you. The Bible says, in all thy pursuing, to pursue peace. And that's what I try to do on a daily basis. But if I run across somebody who don't want peace, shake the dust off your feet and keep it moving. Keep it moving. Huh? The Bible said, don't y'all make me change my voice. Don't make me change my voice up in here now and start trying to preach. I ain't gonna do it. Y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Let's get the word out. This is a good conversation. Drop down in the comment section and let me know what you think. Listen, I always say this. Y'all know it. You don't have to agree with my opinion over here. We are over here to talk about things that's going on, but to laugh and have a good time. Even if we're talking about serious issues, we still can giggle and have a good time. You are more than welcome to disagree with my opinion, but let's do it respectfully, because we can disagree respectfully. All right? So drop down in the comment section. Tell me what y'all think. What y'all think? Okay? Because I think that Monique is solidly okay in her feelings, just wrong in her approach. Just wrong in her approach on how she goes about it. I do not believe that to go on this man's tour with him with an intent to tear him down is the right steps to take. Not just to deal with the situation that Monique got going on with DL, but just who are you as a person? Is that who you are as a person? Are you that low down and sneaky and conniving that you would go on tour with somebody that you have a disdain for solely for the purpose of getting them back, but being slick about it because they don't know that you coming to get them? Is that who you are as a person, Monique? And it's my hope that if she doesn't see it, because when I had my own little situation, I didn't see it. I thought I was right. I thought I was justified in responding the way I chose to respond because, Ninja, you ain't going to do me dirty and think dirt ain't fixing to get on you. But there's a way about doing anything, y'all. There's a way to go about doing anything. And you have to be very, very careful with having the right motives and moving the way you choose to move in the type of spirit you're going to be in when you're dealing with people, when you're handling situations, even if it's where you feel like you have been wrong. We have to do things the godly way, even though it is painful to do sometimes, even though you look like a fool sometimes. You're going to have folks stand on the side. Well, at least you let folks walk over. At least you let da-da-da-da-da. I wouldn't take it, and I wouldn't do that, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Is God pleased? Is that the way God told us to respond? Because I want a happy life here on earth while I'm trying to get to heaven to make sure I got a happy life on the other side. And for those of y'all on here who believe that there ain't no real other heaven, a heaven or a place to go on the other side, that's fine. Wherever I'm going. Hallelujah. I want to be at peace. Oh, Lord. All right, y'all drop down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. How do y'all feel? Y'all think it was Monique had this plan and it's more of a scheme and a plan of Monique to try to get DL in a way that would have not only got him like she got him, because she drug him for filth. And that's no doubt about it. She drug him for filth. It messed with his head. If y'all listen to the statements that he made when he was on his show talking about it, he said Monique went out there to rile that crowd up, to get that crowd to turn against him, to come at him, to make it hard for him. He said that. She set the stage on fire with an intent to burn the whole house down. And then he had to come out there behind it, which means it was difficult for him to do it. It was hard for him to do it. It messed with him. But he stayed the course and he did his set. He did his set. And apparently when he did his set, in doing his set, he could not have come at Monique the way Monique came at him. He couldn't have responded the way she did him, or else we would have had the video of that too. So DL had to come out and do what Chris Rock did. Be a professional. I came to do a show, and a show is what I'm going to do. You do whatever the heck you want to do or feel like you got to do. I'm going to do what I promised the people that I was coming here to do, and that was to give them a show, to make them laugh. Not to air out my dirty laundry with you. The professional. Monique was not being professional. Monique was being personal. She took her personal issues that she had personally with DL. Issues that she refused to have a conversation with him about. Deal with it. Fix it. And move on from it. So that they both could benefit from working together again. But instead, she chose to bring her personal issues out on a professional stage and air them out. It wasn't right. I don't care how you spin it. Wasn't right. And she got to be more concerned with her relationship with God than her relationship with the people. The people are turning on you because everybody see that it's all ego and personal stuff, Monique. There is no real justification for how you came out and handled this. Number one, if you felt like this about DL and you've been feeling like this all the time, you could have been aired DL out. Why you waited to now? It's like you set up and you plotted and you planned and you said the day gonna come when I'm gonna be able to air this ninja out in a big way on a big stage, and when that opportunity comes, I'm gonna take it. And just like you said in your live stream with Daddy, this was your opportunity to swing the bat, and you swung it. You really don't give a flying flip what nobody say, because you did what you had already set up in your mind and in your heart to do. And when the door swung open, you walked through it. Now, since you are so set and settled that what you did was right, then you don't have no problems and shouldn't have no problems with the consequences that come from your actions. And the only reason why people ain't said cancel Monique is because even now, even still, folks love you. We want you to win, Monique. But at some point, baby, all of this stuff that happened, you're going to have to let it go so you can move forward. You're not fit for the kingdom. You got your hand to the plow, but you keep looking back. Let it go and move on. God trying to bless you. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Y'all drop down in the comment section. Hit the like button. Hit the share button, okay? We got to talk about John Gray. I'm going to do a live on that. All right? But y'all, come on, help me out. Let's hit this like button. Let's get this video out there. Let people know that it's here. Let's have the conversation. Okay? Drop down in the comment section. Tell me what y'all think. Do you think Monique was right in what she did or wrong? Do you think Monique was justified in her response or no? And if so, what do you think Monique should do now to try to turn the tide? Since it seems like people are very, very upset with her, not supportive or agreement with her, what should Monique do now moving forward? Because what I think she ought to do is get on her live and apologize. Just go on and fess up and say, man, I was hurt. I was in my feelings and my emotions, DL, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think I was justified in how I was feeling. I think I was unjustified in how I chose to respond. So for that, I can apologize to you and for the supporters of yours and mine and say that I am sorry and I am done with this conversation. And then move the heck on. Get ready. Go kill it with 50 Cent. Stop with the nonsense. I don't want to hear nothing else about no Lee Daniels, no Tyler. I don't want to hear nothing else about this stuff, Monique. Tell some jokes. Kill it. Kill the stage with jokes, my sister. And let's move on to bigger and better things, okay? We fall down, but we get up. All right, fam. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me. I got some more videos coming. We're going to talk about John Gray, and I'm going to do that on the live because I know y'all want to talk about that. Hit that like button for me. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. God bless. We'll see y'all next time.